So it doesn't matter what the terms of the adoption were, a family member adopting a child or couples choosing to adopt from an orphanage, the fact that people are willing to take in, raise and love a child who is not their own is such a beautiful and selfless act. In this video, we have a look at South African celebrities who were adopted. At number 1, we have Shekinah Dunnell. South Africans have known and loved Shekinah since she made her appearance on Idols back in 2012. Her talent was undeniable during the competition. In the end, Shekinah did not win, but that did not stop her from taking the SA music scene by storm. It might seem like she was destined for fame, but her childhood began with a lot of uncertainty. Shekinah revealed in an interview that she was abandoned at birth. A biological mother left her at a hospital in KwaZulu-Natal when she was only 3 weeks old. Fortunately, she was adopted by the Dunnell family, a white family. She has a stable relationship with her adoptive parents, Phil and Deborah Dunnell. She said, "I grew up in the care of my adoptive parents, but I was the closest to my father, Phil, who was always there for me and believed in my dreams to be a singer and is very supportive of me. Phil has always supported a musical career, both physically and emotionally." Deborah is based in the United States and takes the time to see Shekinah often. Shekinah said she visits her on a regular basis, and so does Deborah. Growing up in a different racial family was not as tricky for Shekinah as one would expect for an average black child. In the interview, she shared that during her childhood, she felt so much love that she never felt left out. At number 2, we have Sipho Ngwenya. Earlier this year, musician and actor Sipho announced the passing of his mother, opera singer June Cross. June adopted Sipho at the age of 11 after his mother passed away. Sipho took to Instagram to share the sad news. He also wrote a heartfelt tribute to his mother, thanking her for offering him a better life. He wrote, "You gave me a new destiny and a chance for a better life. As heartbreaking as it is to type this, I am also happy that you lived a full life and took your last breath doing what you loved doing most, traveling to other countries. We will miss you and love you always." June was known and loved for her incredible voice, which saw her perform for the late Nelson Mandela and F.W. de Klerk. Her daughter-in-law Amira also paid tribute to her. She wrote, "So many memories and stories to tell about Mama June, but most importantly, thank you for welcoming me into your family home, to our diva in Africa." At number 3, we have Nelson Mandela. After his father passed away when he was 9, Nelson Mandela, born Rolihlahla Mandela in 1918, was adopted by Chief Jongintaba Dalindyebo as a good deed to Mandela's father, who had supported Jongintaba's rise to chief years before. Mandela left the small village of Qunu for Mqhekezweni, where he would study English, history and geography in a single-room school close to Jongintaba's palace. Mandela's contact with elder chiefs who visited the royal family on business helped further his knowledge of African history. He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993, and the following year was sworn in as South Africa's first black president. At number 4, we have Zodwa Wabantu. It's still unbelievable to Zodwa that she's become a household name across Africa. Before becoming famous, she was working at a debt collection company and dancing at clubs for money. In an interview, the entertainer described how she was brought up by her grandmother and aunt after her mother passed away when she was just 11 years old. It was her mom's passing that was a major turning point in her life. She said, "My mom passed away when I was 11. That is the reason why I left home when I was 16. Life was changing and it wasn't easy. I had to fight for food, and I could see then that this isn't the way life should be. I was asked why I was eating when my cousins weren't, so I had no choice but to move. I knew I needed to hustle." Zodwa has never known who her father is, and when she left home, she had nothing but her ability to live through favors from strangers. She said, "I left home when I was 16, and until today, no matter how hard life was out there, I never packed up and went back home. When you are young, you are less fearful of life because you are more optimistic as compared to when you are older. Back then, I just had to hustle." At number 5, we have Nomzamo Mbatha. From a young girl who grew up under tough circumstances, today Nomzamo Mbatha is one of the most recognized faces in the world, and she's grateful to her grandparents who helped her emerge victorious from those hardships. The actress and philanthropist experienced hard times when she had to rely on a pair of jeans and one pair of shoes, and how she couldn't afford to slack on her studies because she didn't always make school fees, but being an A student could protect her from being suspended. Born and raised in KwaMashu by a paternal grandmother, Nomzamo said, "I grew up as the only child in the house that I was raised in. My grandmother was like, I need a little girl to go send to buy milk and bread." Growing up, her grandmother was the one who always pushed her to open her eyes to the world and to know that each of her dreams is attainable. She taught her how to stay humble, how to love and accept herself, how to remain true to who she is, and most importantly, where she comes from. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and hit the notification